Now I'm making some if option I will give you now. For example, if your age is less than 16 or less than 13, you are primary, for example. If it's less than 18, you are high school. If it's less than 25, you are in university. I give those options. If you say my age is 12, for example, the output will be primary. Okay, so in Boolean logic, I can say I'm choosing specific number there. For example, I put all the if options there. Also, I put the else there. Okay, then I can there işte bool if the age is 18, you should apply university. I'm taking only one age there. Okay, it should be equal to one specific number. Okay, one specific number. All right, I hope you understand. So only one value is taken. And for example, when I say it can be bigger and it can be so many value. If I say A is bigger than B, but if I say, where is my thing here? Let me come to here. Yes, if I say Boolean here, I should say here A must be B. I'm showing this way. Okay, this is how I'm writing the bool ups. So this one A should be equals to B. You cannot put another thing, or A should be here. Just a second. Let me say, for example, B is not B. Let me say 9. Okay, A must be 9. If it's 9, give me this command. Give this, that time it will work. You understand? A should be 9. Then you cannot put another number. If you put there, it will not work. There are only one value I'm giving to that variation. Alright? So this is how it works. Let us make a another sample. So this one, I said Boolean logic is working as a true and false. I'm going to explain this one. For example, from our game in Codeman 2, this is explained very nicely. So this is wait option, wait 5 seconds. If the bear is sleeping, is true, forward 7. That time, when the bear is sleeping, that time you have to forward. And if it's not sleeping, that means it will be false, and the program will read as a false, and then you should not move. If you move, the bear will eat you, something like that. And only one value is given to that, true or false. That this one or not. Okay, only 1 or 0. Okay, only 2 options. Is working the same way, similar with the if else, and else, but in if command, if that time you can more than one variable, but in this Boolean logic, that time only one value should be there. All right. For example, as I said, for example, in Turkey, my country, when you are 18, you must go to army 1 year. If you're male, okay, if you're male, you have to go to army. So that time, then I can say, if your age is bigger than 18, you are adult. The print will be adult. Okay, but I can put there one Boolean logic there. So I can say, if you're 18, you should go to the Turkish Ministry of Defense, for example. That is the specific age. With this age, you have to go there. Then if they enter as a value 18, that time my output will be, you must go to Ministry of Defense, for example. You should be join army. And then also you can put one selection there, male or female. Male or female. You can say if you're male and if you are 18, That time it get that I can put one Boolean logic there. If you're 18, my output will be you must go to army or you must go to Ministry of Defense, something. So and then another options here I want to see. Let me open the Python. Let me close this one as a fresh one here. Yes. Now I want to show you the meaning of how it works here. A few example. Let me say type okay. You see, when you say type true, the class is bool. Now this is the boolean. And this is that what I want to show you. When I say type, it will give me the boolean. Okay, for example, let me type the same way. Type the first letter is capital. Now I am making lowercase. Let us see what will happen. You see, it's giving me error. The type is to name error. So this one is not defined in Python. So the first letter must be capital. All right. So let us give another example here. For example, we say bool here. Let me say 28. I put one value and then I put bool here. Now I'm giving value. It's supposed to give me true or false. Now, as you can see, my outcome is true. All right. Let us check another things. Bool. Let me say 0, 0. Let me enter now. As you can see, it is false. So what we can say, 1, 2, infinite. So this one is true. And then also 0 and minus 1s are the minus 2 or minus 3. So those are false. How the computer understands it. There is no between them. Is true or false. Okay, is working at both sides. For example, let me give one more example here. Let me say Jamal. Jamal is here. Let me put one here is true. Also is giving another things, and if there is any value here, this is like a non-trivial, we can say non-trivial value here, that means is true. Let us give one more example. Bool. Now this time I'm just putting one character, space character, I'm closing my brackets. Now it's giving me still true. But if I leave it empty, now it will be trivial. Let us say bool, open the brackets, and then again, you see between these two, there is no any character. And then I'm closing my brackets. What we see, it will be false. So we can say now here, as you can see, the trivial is always false and non-trivial is true. All the Boolean logic. All right. So this one, you will understand this when you are making examples. This is like a basic information that I'm giving you. And after this lesson, you have to come until 110 that level. That time you will understand better what we are talking about. So this is like an example. So we said if there is no character, this is now non-trivial. That means it will give me the false here. So that is we call bool. And in bool, there is only two options. Is supposed to be true or false. All right. 1 or 0. Let us come another example. Now I'm changing my sample styles now. Uh, Before I give this example, let me close this one. Here, some new we have some strings that we call Microsoft, Apple, banana names, some grouping, all the what I'm texting, typing there as a name, that is we call string. Okay. Integer means, as you can see, the value. If there is a number there, that means is integer. So the short version of this, let me write here. This is str. This is int. So this is bool. Okay. Str, int, and bool. Strings, integer, and bool. All right. So Boolean again I say true or false. True, false is 1 or 0. Let me explain also this one. Let us say let us use string and integer now. Let me open one more of Python file now. Yes. Let me put str now. Open. Let me say true. And close. Answer is true. Str means, as I explained here, as a text, as a name, Microsoft, Apple, banana. And then I'm using this small symbols here. And then it came the same one. Now this true is as a str. Okay, is a string. Let us change it. Let us change. Also, let us try with the false. Yeah, let me say false. Again is false. It's giving me as a str again. My output as a str, as a string. So let us change this one. Let us try now integer. We have to put int there. So this one, let us say true is 1. Now I say what is the true in Python is a number. It gave me what? As you can see, integer is a number. Okay, so it gave me 1. So what is for false? Let us see. Integer, open the bracket, let us say right, false, and close it. Let us see is 0. Integer true is 1. Integer false is 0. So let us make it clear this one. Also, and in mathematics you have symbols plus, minus, multiplication, and divide by. So this one also we can use here. Let me say 10 space times this one. Let me say true. What will be the result? It give me 10. While true is on 1. Okay. Let me say 10 divided. Also we can use this one. Now I'm teaching you this one as well. Let me say true. Let us see the result is 10 again. And if 10 times 1, 10 divided by 1. Okay. So let us say 10 times false. That is will be and 10 times 0. Or let us say anything else. Or let us say 5 plus true. It will be 6. As you can see. So as an integer here, as you can see, true is 1. Also 5 plus 1, it came output as a 6. Okay, false are 0. And it can be minus as well, minus are the false as well. So this is the general thing. So what we say here, as you say, if we said we learned today trivial are false, non-trivial is true, 1 is true, 0 is false. If it's minus as well, again false, and it's only 1 or 0 should be there. Okay, so this is now I finished my lesson. So one more time, how can we use an if? We can make one sample again. And if the capsule is red, that time is true, forward 1. So we can also, this Boolean logic is working with the if else, and else, as I explained. Let me repeat one more time. For example, let me say if you are in LIS primary, which is in London. Okay, raise your hand. This is the first command as a if. And then I'm saying elif, if you are in LIS Malindi, Latin International School Malindi, raise your hand. And then I'm saying if you are in LIS Nairobi, Latin International School Nairobi, which is in Karen, come and see me. That is when I'm using that one, that specific ones, that time I can use what Boolean logic here. There are only one value there. You understand? Is okay? Or I can say if you are in year 9, just for example, come and see me, or just finish this paper. Only one value I'm giving there. Then when you say if, it can cover more than one value. If you put else, it can be multiple value there. I can enter. Okay, I can take different output. That's okay. But when you say Boolean, that time it's supposed to be only one value. That's all what I want to say. I hope it's clear. I explained with the examples here. So this one is like a common, and if also is very important. That is what we're going to use after when we finish the syntax. All the only 3 topics is remaining. So you have to understand very well. So that time we can start coding. Now we can start the programming here. And then one small notice there. And then what we learned, let me type it here. We learned plus, minus, divide, and time what multiplication. We learned this one. And then one more thing we say today, when we are writing our if value, if conditions there, that time we use and we use not, and we use or. So this one also we use today. So this one is working similar, that you know their meaning here. Let me make them red, so I will put on the Firefly page there, so you can remember. Yes. Right. So again, when I'm using and this time, when I'm using and, it's supposed to be, you see, there is always, let me say, there is a one x and y. So when I'm using like this one supposed to be true, this one supposed to be true. Okay, from this y. When I'm using not, that time, for example, x not y. That time we are not taking this one only. The meaning of this only x. What I'm saying, x or y. This time you can pick one of them. One of them can be true. If I say x or y here, işte print lis. Okay, print lis here. I have to make like this, print lis. So if the x is true, it can give me this lis output there. If y is correct at time, again it will give me output as a lis str. That means strings there. Okay, this is what we learned today. And not, and or, and what the calculating symbols here in mathematics. Also we learn strings, integer, and Boolean today. I hope it's clear. You can watch one more time the lesson. So in the Python also you can make small exercise and then kindly finish 100 to 110 level. So that time it will be simple for you. So these things is you have to make practice. Okay. So now I will allow you to ask questions if you have any. And then one more thing, if you stuck in any level, that time you can feel free to send me email or directly you can text me from Firelight, send a message there. You can send a message, both can one. Alright, so you can unmute yourself if you have any question. I hope it's clear. If there is any question, we can finish the section. Okay, also next week I will revise one more time. Again, I said the Boolean and if conditions are very important. Okay, if again, if you did not come till level 100, you must come, right? You must finish those until 110 level. So I can see and mostly only one or two students they finish they come until level 100, so that is not good. That's why I didn't do lessons last week. You must finish. So next week kindly finish your uh, levels till next week. Okay, have a good day. See you.
Bye, see you guys. Bye, see you next lesson. But I see George every day, so